If your job ended tomorrow, would you be okay financially, emotionally? I wasn't at 54. The layoff notice hit like a truck, and looking back, I realized I'd wasted years thinking that I had time. If I could warn my 45-year-old self before it fell apart, this is what I would say. Hi, I'm Carrie. Grab your coffee because this one's raw. First up, the money, because yeah, that stings every time I log in. I wish that I had built a bigger emergency fund sooner. We were okay this time. Luckily, we had learned our lesson from an earlier layoff just a few years ago. But if this had hit in my 40s, I'd have been in real trouble. I would tell my 45-year-old me to aim for 12 months of runway and to live off of half your income, cut subscriptions and eating out, and bank the raises instead of upgrading your lifestyle. Realize you don't need as much as you think you do, and become content with simpler things. Learn to find satisfaction in watching the savings balance grow, not in booking the next cruise. Another regret is not diversifying enough. I put too much in company stock and retirement accounts that I couldn't touch without penalties. Roth IRAs and taxable accounts would have given me a lot of flexibility that I don't have. It never occurred to me that I might need some of that money in my 50s. And pulling retirement funds can cost 10 to 30% in taxes, and that is huge when you need that cash fast. And then there's negotiating. I regret not pushing harder for raises and for better packages. I have actually never asked for a raise. I always just accepted whatever was offered every single year. I think fear of rejection held me back. I was the good team player. We women are often like that, aren't we? I didn't want to make waves, but waves are how you stop the pay stagnation. Lower base pay meant lower bonuses, lower 401k matches, and eventually even lower Social Security. And if I had just fought for 1% more each year, that compounds to close to $500,000 over my career. $500,000. That's money I could have had for security, for family, for freedom. So even small decisions now can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars later. And career-wise, comfort killed me. I loved parts of my job, but I stopped growing in ways that I really should have. I didn't upskill enough, and I definitely didn't network outside of my bubble. And when the layoff came, my resume was dated. Honestly, it screamed old. So the lesson here is to treat your career like it could end any day. Your skills and your network are your safety nets, so start building them. And stay in touch with old colleagues, even if it feels exhausting. Learn something every year that scares you, both professionally and personally. You know, I let my job define me, and when it disappeared, so did a part of me. Actually, at the last New Year's Eve party, I froze introducing myself. I literally didn't know what to say without my title. So the lesson to my younger self is to diversify your identity. Build other parts of yourself now, things like hobbies and relationship and income ideas that are things that are not tied to your corporate job. And emotionally, I was not ready for the rejection. Job hunting in your 50s is brutal and ageism is real. Practice interviewing and build resilience before you need it. But the deepest regrets truly were about time. I lived 3,000 miles away from my family for 15 years. And I missed time with my brother before he died. Sorry, I worked late and I assumed there'd always be a later, and there isn't always a later. Sorry, I didn't expect to do that. And health. I wish I had taken my health seriously sooner. Real exercise, better sleep, and nutrition. Stress eating through my 40s makes the damage a lot harder to fix as you age. And then there's friendships. I leaned on work friends, and when the job ended, many of those connections just faded. So the lesson, nurture non-work relationships, schedule coffee and walks and phone calls because the people matter more than the projects. If I could time travel, this is what I would say. Stop waiting. The system isn't loyal to you. Protect yourself. Save like your job ends tomorrow and negotiate everything because your worth isn't rude. Build your skills and your networks outside of the company, and don't let work become your whole identity. Prioritize people and health over overtime, and have the hard conversations about money and fear and what you actually want out of life. Small changes compound over time. You don't have to do it all at once. And if you're watching this and thinking, that's me, just start small. This week, contact one person, cut one expense, and calculate your financial runway if your income stops. You're not doomed if you waited, but acting now can change everything. So, what's my biggest regret? Not treating my working years like they were temporary, because they were. And here's the hopeful part: I'm still here. I'm still figuring it out. And if I can rebuild at 54, you can prepare before it hits. So tell me in the comments, what's one thing you wish you had done differently? I read them all, and they really help us all feel less alone. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications if you want more real talk on rebuilding midlife. We're not invisible, and we're not done. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.